possession based. Did you see that? That was crazy. Ooh, Chiellini. Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a mini release today. So we already did the review for the Llorente card as well as Ruben Dias, but now we have the new SBC card, Giorgio Chiellini card to review today. So we're taking a look at a card who is 6'2", medium high work rates, left-footed, 2-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, which is great to work with. So right off the bat, we need to give this card a shadow chemistry style, so that we can boost his pace and defense as much as possible. Because for base card stats, guys, or player traits first, dives into tackle CPU AI trait, power header trait, injury prone trait, long throw-in trait. I never really do long throw-ins that much, to be honest with you. And then the team player trait. In-game attributes is going to be working with 89 for acceleration, 91 for sprint speed. So very, very similar to the Varane card. And I'm saying similar because the dribbling is a little bit different. So we'll see what that how that behaves in game. Base card stats for shooting. He has 80 for shot power. Great. You know, it's like Ruben Dias. Ruben Dias has shot power too, but it's like, you know, if you do get into the position, like maybe they score, you know. Base card stats for passing is at 80 for both short passing and long passing, with 70 for curve, 59 for vision. For his dribbling, we will be experimenting with that in game because it always works differently for all of these cards. Because in his case, he is a player that is 6'2" with a high and average body type with those dribbling stats, right? So right off the bat, that might not necessarily be ideal, but as you guys know, when we tried out the Varane card, didn't really influence him that much. So we do have to test that out in game. So all of that with medium high work rates should be interesting to see, but very important that his reactions and composure in game, both of them super, super high, right? So the dribbling stats might not actually be an influential thing for how he defends. We'll see, obviously. Base card stats for defending also set up really nicely so that when you do give him the shadow chemistry style, he's in the mid 90s and high 90s for all of the important stats. Heading accuracy is at a 79, but I just want him to be a beast defensively because he's a tall player, has an interesting body type, so we'll see how that performs. He has 90 for strength, 87 for aggression, which is actually very helpful as well with the body type and the pace that he has. And then he also has 90 jumping, so the card looks pretty decent, to be honest. I think it's like 100k as an SBC, so very, very interesting. We're going to see how he performs in game. I think we could totally use this 3 at the back. Honestly, I'm just going to do this and just use whatever he has here. Let's see. So we could just use the basic formation and just let him attack. Yeah. And then just use him in that center back position. Like, we won't change him from there. Delit and Koulibaly will leave as it is too, because I just want to see how Chiellini defends in those areas. Normally, when it's strong foot, you want to put strong foot on the strong side. So if it's Chiellini in a 4 at the back formation, you want to use him as a left center back. What I want to see here is I think Guiu actually has a constant pressure one here. Okay, so let's actually switch that here. The rest of the team honestly doesn't really matter. Defrel, sure, really. Like, I just want to see how he plays as a left center back because this is constant pressure. So it's good to kind of like put the pressure on and then come back as well. Okay, cool. So basic and the ultra attacking. Let's try them out. Transition speed wasn't too bad right there. I actually defended poorly to kind of see if he would actually go for an animation from the pass, but he didn't go for it. Nice green time shot with Politano. Beauty. Nice, good tracking there. When you see that happen, it's actually good that you guys turn on the arrows from the trainer, because sometimes that happens by accident when you're defending. So you just have to press R1 to cancel it. Listen, man, he was committed really high up there, but his track back was pretty fast there. Let's see if that's a consistent thing. Another green time shot. Beauty. Let's go. Even though I controlled Koulibaly right there, you could actually see Chiellini kind of track back quickly there. That was good. I think that is going to be a combination of the reactions and the composure for the card, guys. The responding to the things that are happening around him, you know? So you can definitely tell with his chase after, he has an animation where it's like he runs well. It's not as like heavy as someone like Ruben Diaz is running, but it's still pretty decent. Nice interception there as well. It's good. His dribbling is like on the ball. His dribbling stats are really low, but it's not that bad. Like quick touch there, pass the ball across, pass off again. Like, yeah, I don't mind it. Nice. Good little play right there. Nice little chest off there too. That was great. Nice. He actually gets ahead of him right there too. That was good. I'm not going to switch to him here. Now I am. We'll tackle off. So I committed him a little bit way too far right there. You can definitely see. Try behind him here. Still gets the ball. Nice. That was great. Good. Little shield right there. So you can definitely tell that he's not the most agile to do the initial acceleration to turn. You can definitely feel that from the dribbling stats and base card stats for pace. Again, not necessarily a huge problem, because in this game, the body type and stuff is way more important. Nice, good shield right there. Ball roll touch, go downwards. Good. Good, good, good. Perfect. Let's switch off. Hold this area here. Delit. Chiellini's well positioned at the very least. Delit's card when he gets upgraded is going to be freaking nuts, by the ways. Try again in the air. He does a really good job of like bullying the person off the ball there, eh? That's like 3 times in a row he does that. Yeah, those are the passes I hope that they do for the defender review. Chiellini responds well, though. Well, this is a good opportunity, actually. Pressure. He's going to dink me? Yeah. So, again, meta-wise, the pace parts with the 79 acceleration, 81 sprint speed, like, obviously, generally speaking, that's really poor defending. But, you know, there's players that obviously could catch up if that's something that does happen to you in-game. Good slide tackle. I wasn't sure if I should have actually done it at that moment, but it worked out. Ooh, possession based! Did you see that? That was crazy. Nice. I actually pressed the tackle button there. I was kind of like, please don't kick this out. Under pressure does well. Cool. Doesn't push the ball away too far there. I try to like slide tackle the general passing area. He did okay there, to be fair. Wasn't bad. Ooh, nice goal, Murata. Dude, that's why I told you guys in the review that his attacking AI actually impressed me with his medium. Like, he actually moves well. Really possession-based there, too. That was good. Ooh, a white time shot. He actually hits it nice. Yo, if I hit it in the green, I might have scored that, actually. That would have been nuts. Okay, super out of position right now. We're just going to track this guy here. So you can see Chiellini's run, right? The acceleration sprint speed that he's working with. It's back into position quickly. You always got to rely on defensive AI to do that themselves, you know? Nice. Good job, Chiellini. Good interception. I forced that area too, because I'm like pushing players out of position to see if he does anything. That was a good interception. Nice, good tackle. Keep it in! Nice. Nice, see, I love that. So when you press the tackle button, he just puts his aggressiveness towards the ball. He doesn't actually like do an actual tackle. That's really good. No foul. He gets that from behind. All right. Ooh, Chiellini. Look at that for his jump. You guys see that? So he tracks after the guy, but then held his position right there. Didn't get the animation for the block, but did go for it at the very least. Okay, yeah, just wanted to block that area just in case he wanted to go for the pass or the shot. Really good in the air, man. Very, very good in the air. Okay, guys, so final verdict on the new Flashback Chiellini card. So in regards to how he performs in game, guys, we gave him the shadow chemistry style to boost his pace and his defending as much as possible. Now, the one thing you notice the most with this card, right, is that he has a combination of stats that work really well together, right? So 90 composure, 90 jumping, 6'2" height with a high and average body type. The card is really, really good in the air when it comes to defending. So if it comes down to like crosses or corners, or the guy takes a goal kick, he actually does a really good job at winning the ball in the air. I was actually very impressed by that. Defensively, when it comes to tackles, interceptions and whatnot, he actually does a pretty solid job. The thing that you notice with Chiellini's card is manual defending when it comes to the way that his pace is set up with his dribbling stats, right? So on the shadow chemistry style, you do notice that on the card for sure, but then again, guys, you notice it on this bad boy too. The difference, right, is that Koulibaly has a unique body type, and his unique body type is massive, okay? And this body type, it just works really well with Koulibaly's card. If he had that extra acceleration, he'd be nuts, but the card is still very, very good, right? With Chiellini, he has a high and average body type, so the way that the pace works off of the dribbling, like I said, is noticeable, right? But honestly, if you get past that, 89 acceleration, 91 sprint speed can present to be a problem from time to time for the meta of the game, right? This is only if you overcommit an area and then he goes through on goal, right? So obviously I like to test out, kind of push the player away from the attacker and then push towards it to kind of see how it works out. His pressure against the defender when he's next to them actually works out pretty well. There was like 2 or 3 occasions where when I was putting the pressure against the defender, for instance, when you're defending manually and you press the tackle button in a certain way, like you kind of have to feel it out when you're using the left stick dribbling with him, or just the left stick with him. He applies the pressure against the attackers, which is fantastic. That animation is very, very important when it comes to defending in this game, right? So, yeah, I guess the quote-unquote bad things on the card is obviously high and average body type with the way that the dribbling and the pace works, but everything else is really solid on the card. Very good in the air, passing is good enough, dribbling on the ball for a defender is not terrible, like it's a defender, so it's not necessarily a big deal. It's just the way that the pace works with the dribbling that you notice on the card, right? It's just the only thing. But as a defender, he's pretty solid for what he is. The SBC is at 100 or 110k, which I don't think is terrible for what he offers in game. But I just want to let you guys know that he's not necessarily like a crazy meta card, right? But I like the concept of the SBC. 100k, I'm not completely against. Let me see how much these cards actually cost in this league, because that's going to be a very important factor here. So if you go Serie A Italian, by default, you can work with Tonali. So that's awesome, because you could do a thing where you can use a Chiellini card, Donnarumma. Donnarumma links to one of the PSG players, but then Tonali gets that link to Chiellini, right? So there's something that you can work with there for like a 4-3-3 with the 2 CDMs. Let's see here. So 187k for Koulibaly. Up there in price, but was a solid player, to be honest. Skriniar, 92k. Skriniar, different links, to be honest, like with the Italian stuff and whatnot. Skriniar wasn't too bad in the beginning, so rare gold card. Matthias de Ligt, this card, when he gets upgraded, he's going to be sick. Like the value of the SBC, I even mentioned in the review that he has that like thing about him that's really nice. Like that body type is crazy. So when he gets that upgrade, going to be very, very nice. Yeah, I mean, guys, in the Serie A, you don't really have much to work with. So for 100k for an Italian center back in the Serie A, that gives you Juve links, you can't go wrong with that. Again, it's just not like a crazy meta card, but he's still very good in game. I still enjoyed using him. So for 100k compared to the other cards that exist for this league, I'm not against it, because it's 100k as an SBC, so you trade fodder towards it, and then you can unlock him for a little bit cheaper, right? So I don't mind it. I don't mind the SBC being as it is, to be honest with you guys. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. This Manquillo card, I'll see if I review it. It's a fullback, so it's like, you know, it's more if I'm like really bored and I want to try out the card, right? But yeah, don't mind the Chiellini card too much, guys, to be honest with you. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.